Welcome back to the Fat Guys Drinking Beer. George Sean here.
Will.
We're at Big Fat Will's new apartment. Slanging beers here. Drinking from Magic Hat's IPA playlist. We are starting out with this TFG IPA. And we're going to move on to this Peeled and Naked Citrus IPA. Then on to the Chill Switch Wheat IPA. And then end on this Wandering But Not Lost Vermont IPA. Alright, I'll start with this TFG.
No, I haven't had Magic Hat in a long time. I'm looking forward to this.
Alright,
So,
amber, right?
yeah, Amber.
And again, you know, like the Magic
Easy
Hat,
amber.
the Magic Hat we all know is number 9. They've got other ones too, but
Yeah.
number 9 first. And this has a similar color to me,
Yeah.
amber. Okay.
Yeah.
Smells like a juicy IPA.
Yeah.
Grapefruit?
Yeah, a slight hint, yeah. Let's see.
Not that fun, but
Yeah. But it is interesting though.
it's interesting.
I mean, I don't know. It has more of like a dankish flavor.
Yeah, it's interesting because the smell is grapefruit, but the taste is dank kind of. It's. I mean, there's definitely that grapefruit in there, but it's hidden below some real earthy tones.
Yeah, and it's like back to the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, it's. I think it's good, but it wouldn't be my favorite. But I don't think it's a bad beer. I mean, it's. You know, I'm on the fence with it. Like, no harm, no foul.
All right, now we're moving to this sound check series. Do this Peeled and Naked Citrus IPA.
And I must admit, I have not heard of any of these until we stumbled across this box.
This was a true stumble across variety pack.
Yeah.
We said, and we were joking because we saw some Magic Hat number 9 sitting there all dusty on the shelf.
It had
dusty.
like this much dust on it in the back of the liquor store, and we're like, oh, look at that! Remember Magic Hat? And then we go through the to the coolers, and then there's this variety pack, and
Bam,
it's like,
Magic Hat.
why not?
So, this one's a little clearer.
Yeah.
It's still not clear, but like
It's
comparison.
less hazy than the other one.
Definitely got frothier head on there.
Yeah.
This one is okay. So it's got a slight citrus aroma. For being a citrus IPA, I expected a lot more because the prior one, the TFG, had a bunch of citrus aromas.
Yeah, and then it was just
Yeah, this one's sweet.
Let's see. I think I like this one better. It's not as dank. It's still not. See, okay, I do feel the floral.
There's floral and there's a sweetness, but you're right. The dankness is much less.
Yeah.
So I think and now that I'm thinking of it, that dankness, that earthiness from the prior one,
Yeah.
it's probably a mix of floral and earthy, which made it extra dank. And this is just a floral. I think.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
it's but again, being a citrus, I'm expecting there to be a lot of orange flavors. So again, really, there's just a
It's more juicy. I mean, this is kind of dry.
yeah. And again, for being a citrus, you expect juicy New England style IPA,
Yeah.
especially since Magic Hat's Vermont. I mean, that's pretty close to New England.
You could say that. I mean, overall, I think it's an okay. I mean, out of one we've tried, I'll hold my judgment to the end.
Yeah, hold your judgment because I mean, so like, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And if this was a macro brewery, again, Magic Hat's been around for a while. If this was a macro brewery, I'd be like, this is great. If this was a true craft brewery, I'd say,
Yeah,
Right?
you're right.
So it's somewhere in the middle, but this is definitely, I think, better than the TFG. But again, this is only beer number 2.
Yeah, so more to come.
And now onto this Chill Switch, another beer from this Sound Check series.
Yep. This is slightly darker amber than the other ones.
Definitely darker amber. All right, so this smells more like a pale ale to me.
Yeah.
Because I can get some of that malt and some of that fruity, citrusy.
Yeah. I mean, because I do smell this fruity, citrusy, but like I said, it's more of the pale ale
The
than.
malt behind it.
Yeah.
Like IPA is usually such a high hop aroma.
Yeah, this
Overwhelms it.
Yeah, this has more of the barley
I
kind
got
of.
high hopes on this one.
Let's see. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's a couple different flavors that hit me kind of like at different times.
All right, so the notes, I mean, obviously there's a sweetness that comes in fast. There's also like a slight fruitiness, but not like an orangey citrusy, almost like a mango-y or something. You know, like again, like a non-citrus fruit.
Possibly.
Does it tell us the answer?
No, it doesn't.
Son of a bitch. It does say grapefruit.
It says upbeat hop.
It says, smooth malt backbone takes you to a satisfying finish.
Wow, I think they're a little R-rated.
Sorry to our fans.
No, I see why it says a malty backbone because it hits you at the end.
Yeah, and it definitely is. Again, it's malt sweetness, not citrus.
Yeah.
Okay. The grapefruit, I'm not getting the grapefruit. Again, I think
Not
it
getting
is.
grapefruit
Maybe
either.
it's that mix of the malt and the grapefruit that's creating a actually much more comfortable drinking. It's almost like one of those. You remember those like mixed juice beverages? They were like orange and mango and pineapple all together,
Yeah.
right? That's what I'm getting from this. This kind of like mixed bag.
Yeah.
It's actually very pleasant and very drinkable. I mean,
Yeah, no, this would be a good summer beer.
no, it's just very chill and very easy.
Yeah. I like this one, yeah.
Did you drink this on the regular?
Cheers.
All right, and now to the final Wandering But Not Lost, Vermont IPA. Now, I know they're from Vermont, but I wonder what's distinguishably different from a regular IPA.
Does the name Pavlov ring a bell?
Is that what the cap says? Yeah. Ah! Does the name Pavlov ring a bell? Nice job.
That's one thing a Magic Hat always does. They always have something interesting to put underneath the cap. But
Okay.
this one is a little darker, a little bit more hazier.
It has a nice aroma. It's actually slight citrus, a little bit of tropical,
Yeah.
a little bit of papaya maybe.
Yeah. So we're back to the pine. We discovered that the dankness is more of just a pine.
Yeah. So I would say that again, it's definitely got the tropical, juicy top,
Yeah.
and then it has that pine dank
Yeah.
combination at the end.
Yeah.
But this isn't as strong as the
No,
earlier
it's
one.
not as strong as the first one.
Yeah.
The TFG.
Which
Yeah.
definitely had a very strong, almost sticky in that
Yeah.
dankness.
Yeah, this one doesn't stick as much.
It fades away pretty quick.
Yeah. It makes it more tolerable for me, not being a fan of the pine.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad though. Actually, it's not bad. Again, kind of back to our reference earlier, which is, it's not bad. Again, if it wasn't like a kind of, if it was a macro brew, we wouldn't care for it. If it was a craft brew, it wouldn't be enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. So it's somewhere in that middle where I could do it, but I probably would not buy a 6-pack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Is this supposed to be a Vermont
I
IPA?
don't know what that means other than that this is from
Well,
Vermont.
yeah, because when I was in Burlington, I went to that. I think it was. Vermont, I gotta look it up. It was Vermont Brewery. So we'll leave it in the.
Is that where you were naked in the second floor apartment or hotel?
I was there before I was naked.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but no, that's where I had like the six flights. Yeah, and
And you refused to bring any back?
You know what? We've had this discussion. We'll have this offline, but anyways, that was a true Vermont brewery. Like everything that they served in the bar, they brewed downstairs, and
Nice.
it did not taste like that. So I don't know what Vermont India Pale Ale means, but it did not taste like something that I knew that came from underneath my feet at a Vermont brewery. If that makes sense.
I get it. I mean, I think Magic Hat's a Vermont brewery, so that's probably why they're connecting there.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just that one brewery in Burlington that I went to that just maybe that was just completely different. But I did not taste anything like this for it to be called a Vermont India Pale Ale. And that's my 2 cents.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Took the word right out of my mouth.
Well, it's been an interesting tasting. Again, we like doing the samplers so we can have it different from the same brewery. I would say Magic Hat hasn't been allowing me. Again, I remember number 9 very fondly.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, none of these were like over the top great for me. I enjoyed a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was.
The wheat one?
Yeah, no, it was the one with the malt. I don't think was that the last one?
Well, no, I definitely like this one,
No, I think it was this one.
and I liked this one. Right?
This was the one with the malt backbone, all right?
Yeah.
No, okay, so this was my favorite. This one was
sweet
yeah.
The wheat
Chill
I-
switch.
Yeah, chill switch is good. I kind of like this one too. Again, I mean, it had that tropical aspect with a slight hint of that dankness. I mean, again, I wouldn't buy it in mass, but it was nice.
Yeah, and so like I'm not a fan of the pine or the dankness. So these two were kind of out for me. This one was over the top.
This one was too much for me.
This one was not that bad, but this one here had none of the pine, and it had a good amount of maltiness, and it was a good mix of the hops and the malt, just to where it was like an easy drinking one that tasted decent.
Yeah.
But none of these were over the top for me. Like, wow, I got to do that again.
I think it's a fair statement. So, well, thanks for hanging out with Fat Guys. Give us a thumbs up and ring that bell if you want to subscribe to hang out with us. We enjoy your company, and don't forget, Will's new flat is pretty fly.
Yeah, sign up for notifications too.
Wouldn't that ring the bell?
I don't know. They don't know these things.
Cheers.
Cheers.